Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex in the WWE. Y'all like that? This is Wrestling Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Make sure you thumbs up the video, subscribe, follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. Hit the bell for notifications if you want to keep up with me like that. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe. Let's talk about Mandy. Mandy. I actually like Mandy's theme song. So she got fired recently because of her sexually explicit, it's not a fan time subscription. Now it's $12. It went up to $40. Y'all made her a damn near 7-8 figures overnight. Because, when it comes to pussy, the men, they will pay top dollar just to look at it. No, you ain't never going to have a chance to sniff it, lick it, taste it, put your finger in it, let alone your dick. But if you could just look at the picture for $12, she was selling pictures for $200. You motherfuckers was buying it. So if anybody tells you the stock of pussy, please, the stock of pussy stays high when you got motherfuckers making this woman an overnight millionaire over just her posting her pussy lips. Okay? Which is why the WWE got rid of her. And am I mad at it? No, I'm not. But what I am confused with is the way you all are pulling out all these branches of, oh, well, this is happening and why, and this and this and this and why. We already know how WWE get down. They control the content. These people sign contracts. The same contracts that Sasha Banks and Naomi signed when they left, and you all called them spoiled, entitled, and you unprofessional. Y'all didn't have a problem with that, but somehow you have a problem with this. It's just comical and beyond me. She knows what was in her contract, and I ain't gonna say for a fact, I know WWE did not and would not have greenlit her for posting pictures of her and her boyfriend, her husband, butt naked in the shower, or her drawers pulled up into her vagina with her pussy lips exposed. Ain't nobody gonna say, yeah, that's the type of content that this company that is advertised to children. And this go round, WWE is pretty serious, because when I was growing up, we got a stack of 2 commercials. We got the Attitude Era, which I hope never returns. And if you hear grown men always harking back to the Attitude Era, it's because that's when they were teenage boys, and that's where they got their sexual awakening. That's why they're fucking idiots now, because of that, unfortunately. And as for the stack of 2 commercial, yeah, I was a dummy, and I went and got some of that. And that shit damn near bust my damn heart valves, because that F&F in there that's in it, man, I popped about 2 of them pills, fucking move an entire building, and couldn't get myself together. I was shaking for at least 2 hours afterwards. Y'all remember them stack of 2 commercials? So anyway, Mandy Rose, or her name is actually, Sacca Camoni. She got the most Italian name I've ever seen. Period. She went on Tamara Hall to, I don't know what exactly for. I think she actually did it a little bit too early, because the window for her to come back, she wants to come back. I feel like she was willing maybe to take some of that stuff down. Zelina Vega took her stuff down. Now I don't know what the fuck happened to Zelina Vega. When she won Queen of the Ring and that Queen of the Ring, and that shit was a joke, but I don't know what happened to her. But she had an OnlyFans, not a fan time. But Zelina Vega wasn't posting pictures of her and her husband in the shower. I don't think Aleister Black even get down like that. I don't think she was posting explicit shit outside of, racy bikini photos, and then they said she was online doing her cosplay like a sexy cat, stuff like that. Mandy Rose was fucking doing porn. I saw the pictures. It was porn. Ain't nobody could tell me nothing else. Let's be clear. I remember WWE used to let the divas pose in Playboy. That's come up. Playboy is supposedly tasteful nude pictures. You have to pay for Playboy. Before Playboy was online, you had to go to the stands and pay for a Playboy magazine to get the content. That's number one. And Playboy was considered tastefully done. That was considered a success because that was the standard that white men put. Hugh Hefner used to be, I'm a Hefner girl and all that. They made Playboy a standard in the sexual realm of tastefully sex taking photos. That's what they did. So China had one, Sable had one. A couple people wrestlers posed in Playboy, I believe. And it was always the same ones. I think it was the Asian girl from Impact. I forgot her name. She was posed on the cover. We had like I said, Sable. Tori Wilson was on a couple of covers. She was on a couple of the covers. Christy Hemming, Candice Michelle, Maria was on the cover. Everybody celebrated. It wasn't a big deal. I don't know if Paige was on the cover. I know Paige was in the porn with Xavier Woods, but whatever. That's beside the point. So the post was always considered sexually acceptable when you pose in Playboy. Okay, so let's get that out the way. Number two, the Attitude Era and what was allowed on TV was always an issue when it was allowed on TV. Okay. It was never, we could do it like that. No, we could not. We could not do it back then. That's why everything's so fucking censored and ridiculous now. That's why you don't see you don't see the men attacking the women, because Triple H and Stone Cold beat the fuck out of Lita. And I remember seeing that live on Monday Night Raw. Beat the fuck out of Lita. To the point where the censors was like, absolutely the fuck not. No, you won't. Not while these kids are watching. Edge had the sex in the middle of the ring. We had hot lesbian action where they used to let the women kiss in the ring. Not hot gay. Two guys couldn't do it, but two girls could do it. And you had Jerry King Long talking about puppies. Every time a woman came out there, bikini contests, panties matches. There was a point where I think Triple H was like fucking a dead body. Like they was fighting in pudding. As much as Stephanie McMahon got berated, she was a whole bitch every other Monday. Like let's please, okay? Fast forward now. We are 25, 30 years removed from the Attitude Era, and you got grown men still talking about we're back in the Attitude. That's because that's where they came of age and turned into fucking losers, because they saw some of that sexually suggestive shit and no one explained to them that that's not how the world works. So with that being said, let's dive into Mandy Rose. So here's Mandy Rose getting fired because she got her pussy lips on live for $1,000. Now they're saying Mandy Rose is going to be a millionaire by Christmas of this year because men are so hard pressed to see some pussy that they will never ever get close to. But now all of a sudden it's like, she could take control of her sexuality. But damn if that woman want an abortion because you can't get one. Ain't that funny how that works? She can control where she posts her pussy so y'all can have access to it. But if Mandy Rose wanted to go get an abortion, absolutely the fuck not. Funny how that works. So she was on Tamara Hall, and I'm going to be honest, it didn't come off pretty cool to me. It seemed really weird and convoluted. Seems like Mandy's getting the finesse game down pat. And I ain't mad at her. But she probably shouldn't have did this interview so soon.
This is about what you posted on this fan page, which some of the images, your fiance, Sabby Piscatelli, is in the audience. He's a former wrestler. Some of the content included you all, being a couple. And then there was a skinny dipping video on the subscription site that was deemed as sexy, racy, or whatever, but it was provocative.
Right. And, everything that I do in the privacy of my own home, showing my fans behind the scenes action of whether it's photo shoots, just my everyday personal life. Nothing's wrong with that. And that's what I was doing. So
you were just giving fans a glimpse at you and Sabby being a couple. It's daytime. You're being a hot couple. And you were in the shower.
The fact that Tamara Hall couldn't even describe what Mandy Rose was doing with her husband for this sharing back scenes for the couples should tell you exactly how ridiculous Mandy Rose is being in this moment. That's why she's not taking WWE to court. She has no case. Literally, Tamara Hall was like, it's daytime television. Strike one. Let's dive in some more, shall we?
Yeah, but just a glimpse in your life.
Well, also, you can't believe everything we see on the internet. Not everything is accurate. So, however, when I just show photos of me sexy, like how I've been showing on my Instagram page, which everyone can see, there's nothing wrong with that. In bikinis, a little bit more.
That's as you and Sabby. So, I guess what I'm asking, there are reports that the WWE reportedly warned you to take down what was on that subscription site. Is that true?
Well, unfortunately, like I said, there is confidentiality, and I can't really address that. But there really was one warning just to take it down, and I complied. One warning, and that was it. Yeah,
she didn't comply. You see what I'm saying? The way she's throwing it out there is that she just was completely blindsided. They told her to take that down. You need to take it down. What she was showing, I don't know if y'all go on Twitter, because Twitter, is anything goes now. Pull up those. It was hardcore porn. It was porn. It was not. It's no way around it. You either have sexy, suggestive photos, like what's old girl, her partner from Toxic Attraction, not Gigi Dolan, the other one. Is it Gigi Dolan with the red hair? She posts the same type of pictures Mandy Rose posts. She'll put on, a bikini, sit on her knees on the couch, kind of lean, got her butt hanging out, and take a photo. They're fine with that. That's all you gonna get. She didn't open her legs, pull her drawers up into her vagina, and you see her labia. Like, what is this woman talking about? Lying. That's why I can't even roll with it. I can't roll with it for real.
Alondra Blaze said that on Wrestling Perspective podcast that the guys get warnings in the business and implied that there is a double standard when it comes to female wrestlers. Another fan site pointed out that when you took home the NXT UK Women's Championship, you posted, let's show this picture that you posted of yourself with your belts, and your belts covering some strategic places, but that's a hot picture. That picture was then reposted by the WWE. Right.
The picture they're showing is when she had the NXT covering her breast and the women's belt covering her vagina parts. Yeah, and there's also one with, I believe Shawn Michaels took the same picture. It's covered up. It's a racy, sexually suggestive photo. They didn't have her do a full split and put the belt over her head with her titties out. Like, what is y'all talking about? That's not double standard. It sounded really stupid to me.
Family-friendly environment. But I'll put it up one more time. They reposted that picture of you wearing just the belts. Is that hypocrisy on their part?
Hold on.
So the audience clearly thinks so.
So I don't have any control on how they run their business and what they think is right or wrong. That's their opinion.
What do you think? I mean, they retweeted that picture
Thank you.
On your fan page. The images you posted, to be clear, there was some full nudity.
No,
there was not.
Yes,
no.
it was.
Because I have not gone on
because
there was no.
Yeah, no.
Hold on. No. I saw those pictures. I'm not crazy. You can see her nipples. Her areola was exposed, whole nipple out. You can see her vagina lips. Okay? She's bent over with no drawers on. Listen. the fact that she's lying right there, I can't even roll with it. Let's finish it.
That you were targeted by them, and why?
You know, I don't really know if I don't think I was targeted. I think it was just more, you know, everyone has their own opinion. I don't see anything wrong with that photo, as they didn't either, right? And everyone has their own opinion of what they think is appropriate and what not.
Because you're the person here who fans believe were wrong. I mean,
notice she's not answering the question. She's not answering the question because she's dead fucking wrong, folks. She's wrong in this particular moment. I don't know what the fuck Medusa talking about. Medusa always had an issue because she never really got the due that she was deserved at the time she was out wrestling. Mandy Rose right now is wrong. She wrong. Listen to what she says.
I'm telling you, on social media, people have been tweeting. I'm not kidding. There are, people outside waiting for you. You've been quiet for 27 days. We're on live TV. This is your chance. Were you wrong by WWE here?
Because of everything that's happened since then, I honestly, everything happens for a reason. Yeah. And I can't even say I was wrong because I am so forever grateful for everything that the WWE has presented me with.
End the discussion. That's it. Case closed. Wait, let me bang the gavel. On the case of Mandy Rose being fired because of a double standard from WWE, case is closed. She was fired properly because she posted sexually explicit photos, was told to take it down, did not, got exposed again online by somebody who paid for her shit, and got fired. In a discussion. When we talking about what is acceptable, and all these men online, specifically the men, oh, she can do that. Y'all full of shit. Y'all just want to see what this woman got going on. Y'all don't give a damn about her rights and what she could post, okay? Y'all just want access to it. Because if that's the case, there would be no legislation to restrict abortion. There would be better women's health care. There would be better women's position in society when it comes to the way they want to handle their bodies. Women would be able to prostitute in the street if they wanted to, if you were so empowered by the way women handle their bodies. And you're not. You pick and choose just like the WWE does, okay? So save that bullshit that y'all spitting online all of a sudden backing her. She knew what the fuck was going on. That's why she's not riled up. I can't really say. Tamara gave her 3 opportunities to say, were you targeted? Do you feel like they targeted you? What do you think? Do you think what you posted is proper? She knew that shit is ridiculous. Yes, WWE now in 2023 is family oriented. Yes, sexual suggestions, toilet humor, banger bros, they still doing that because sex sells. They still want the people to pay for it because the kids can't get to the show unless the adults pay for it. When I go to live shows, it be a bunch of grown men going. Sprinkled out some kids here and there. This is probably the most I've seen kids at WWE these last 10 years. So she can stop playing the games, okay? And I'm going to leave it here because it was a bunch of bullshit. She got fired properly this time. So I'm not holding WWE accountable or anything. Mandy Rose needs to stop her nonsense and make her millions and don't go back to wrestling. Just be a sex worker. This is Wrestling Color Podcast. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Later.